Making traffic rules for your life may prove to be way more beneficial than you may think. Okay, listen to me. I do not have the idea all figured out, but I'm thinking like constraints are very important in life, but not only constraints, but sometimes where to actually go. Where's the green light and where's the red light and where you should fucking slow down? Where's the yellow light? What if you make a map of all your habits and some habits have a permanent red light and some have green light. As a matter of fact, they have a little sign that says there, go faster, or some may be the yellow light, which is slow down, and be careful, you know? What if you make traffic rules for your life? You make a map, again, of all your habits. I'm gonna try it for myself. It's just an idea at this moment, and I'm talking about it. I'm thinking it out loud. But I'm like, it's so simple. Red, yellow, green. Those three colors. That's about that. Sometimes you just put a permanent red light and you set those constraints and you're like, okay, we're gonna go there. We're not gonna go here. It's just such a way to visualize your habits. It's not like just a list. No, you can actually make a map of a couple of streets, and those streets, you name them. You name those streets your habits, and maybe you put again the red light, permanent red light. You can never go on that street, you know. Maybe drinking, you don't go on that street, you know. You don't want to pass the red light. It's a permanent red light. So maybe you could make some traffic rules, but all ideas like this aside, constraints are very important, because without constraints, we are absolutely nothing. If you are free to do everything, you're just going to be lost and confused, and you're probably going to go based on your natural instincts, which is to eat as much as you want, sleep as much as you want, you know. You're going to be angry with people. You have to have constraints in life. Actually, constraints are the best thing you could have to live a meaningful life, because you know, I'm not going to doing that, I'm never going to doing that, I'm never doing that. And what am I going to do? Well, this street is free for me. It's green light. I'm going to go on that street. You know, it's just, that's how you figure it out. I mean, constraints are beautiful. I love constraints. I love to set challenges for myself, not to do a specific habit for 1,000 days. Even the smallest habit, you know. I know I had a disgusting habit a couple of years ago. I was biting my nails. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this for 10 days, for 100 days, for 1,000 days. And eventually I don't want to bite my nails at all. Okay, I don't want to do it. You know, right now I find it disgusting. But in the past, how do I do that? You have to set constraints. And this is a small habit, but what if you set other constraints? Like, even you gotta sacrifice sometimes. You gotta sacrifice certain things so you're gonna be able to focus on other stuff. Maybe you get a great idea one day and you're like, wow, does that mean that you should drop everything that you're doing right now and focus on that great idea? Well, perhaps not, because you're already busy with this one, and you should not leave that project half finished. Maybe you should sacrifice that idea. Maybe you should throw it in the trash and you should say, no, I'm not working on that one.